The tears of Kim Taehyung, truth, rumors, and the emotional storm in Switzerland. In the lightning-fast world of K-pop, where a single smile, a brief glance, or a fleeting gesture can ignite global headlines, even the smallest spark can trigger a firestorm of speculation. That's exactly what happened when whispers began to circulate about Kim Taehyung, better known to millions as V of BTS, shedding tears after watching fellow members Jungkook and Jimin growing close during their recent trip to Switzerland. What could have driven one of the world's most admired idols to such visible emotion? Was it jealousy, exclusion, or something far more complex? Fans across the world, known as ARMY, immediately latched onto the story, dissecting every piece of footage, every subtle expression, every unspoken moment, searching for answers. The frenzy began with a single video clip, uploaded by a fan account. It showed Jungkook and Jimin sitting side by side on a serene Swiss boat ride, laughing softly and exchanging the kind of natural, unforced warmth that comes only from years of trust. To casual viewers, the scene was innocent and heartwarming. Two friends savoring peace in a picturesque landscape of mountains and lakes. But to the deeply invested BTS fandom, it hinted at more. While fans celebrated their bond, attention shifted quickly to Taehyung. Other clips from the same trip showed him quieter than usual, smiling but in a restrained way, his usual playful energy muted. Soon, unconfirmed reports began to spread that Taehyung had privately broken down in tears, moved by emotions too powerful to contain. The idea struck like lightning. Taehyung, the member known for his raw honesty and emotional openness, reduced to tears by the closeness of his bandmates. Immediately, the speculation machine roared to life. Could it have been jealousy? Was it the pain of feeling left out as friendships deepened without him? Or was it something heavier, tied to his own anxieties about the group's future, as each member carves their own path after military service? The emotional heart of Taehyung. Unlike many idols who hide their feelings behind carefully crafted smiles, Taehyung has always been different. He is expressive, vulnerable, and unafraid to laugh loudly, cry openly, or speak from the heart. Fans cherish him for this authenticity. They believe that when Taehyung feels something, it is real, unfiltered, and deeply human. So when whispers of his tears began spreading, ARMY knew it could not simply be brushed off. For them, it represented more than fleeting sadness. It hinted at unresolved wounds, hidden fears, or perhaps even shifting group dynamics. This theory gained weight because of the setting itself. Switzerland is not just a random location. In recent years, it has become something of a symbolic space for BTS. RM visited to reconnect with his artistic spirit. And Jungkook and Jimin chose Switzerland as the backdrop for their reality show Are You Sure?, their first major joint project after military service. Against the breathtaking scenery, their easy closeness appeared more intimate than ever, and to some, it created the perfect storm for Taehyung's emotional reaction. The shadow of changing bonds. BTS fans are no strangers to analyzing friendships within the group. For years, the Jikook bond, Jimin and Jungkook's closeness, has fueled endless discussions. Their chemistry has been celebrated both on and off stage, immortalized in countless fan edits and social media threads. Yet, Taehyung has also had his own deeply significant pairings, with Jimin during their early years, and with Jungkook later on. Watching those dynamics evolve is natural in a group that has spent over a decade together, but to fans, every shift feels monumental. Add to that the immense pressure of global fame, the relentless scrutiny of millions, and the grueling reality of post-military career planning, and even the smallest changes in interaction can feel seismic. If Taehyung truly shed tears, it may have been less about jealousy and more about grappling with where he fits into this evolving story. Independence and exclusion. Another layer to the speculation is independence. By launching Are You Sure? Outside the strict framework of HYBE, Jungkook and Jimin are signaling agency, crafting projects that reflect their personal desires rather than company-driven agendas. For Taehyung, An artist who has long sought individuality through acting, solo music, and artistic exploration, this move may have stirred complex emotions. On one hand, admiration for their boldness. On the other, the sting of not being included in such a visible statement of autonomy. The possibility that his closest friends were stepping into the future without him may have cut deeper than fans realized. Human vulnerability behind stardom. It's easy to forget that beneath the polished performances, global stages, and dazzling charisma, BTS members are human beings. They face insecurities, fears, and doubts just like anyone else. For Taehyung, who has spent his entire adult life under the microscope, those emotions may be magnified 100-fold. Perhaps in Jungkook and Jimin's closeness, he saw reassurance that BTS bonds remain strong, but also a reminder that bonds can shift, leaving others in the shadows. And perhaps, just perhaps, that duality was too much to hold back. The fandom reaction. As the rumor spread, ARMY's response was immediate and emotional. Fans flooded social media with messages of support for Taehyung, reminding him that he is irreplaceable, that his artistry and authenticity are unmatched, and that he remains the soul of BTS. Others took a different route, speculating whether this moment revealed deeper tensions within the group. Could BTS be entering a new chapter where friendships and projects overlap in ways that challenge their unity? Some even pointed fingers at HYBE, suggesting the company might be subtly steering narratives, though such claims remain unproven. Regardless of theory, one undeniable fact stood out. Fans cared deeply. They were not simply gossiping. They were protecting, empathizing, and holding space for the possibility that their beloved idol was hurting. The rumor versus reality. And yet, after all the noise, one important truth must be addressed. There is no evidence that Taehyung actually cried in Switzerland. No credible sources, no verified footage, nothing beyond whispers and fan-made narratives. The viral story, for all its drama, was born from speculation. A few quiet moments, a subdued smile, and suddenly a headline about tears and heartbreak took on a life of its own. In reality, Taehyung has consistently celebrated both Jungkook and Jimin, speaking openly of their unbreakable brotherhood. Similarly, they have expressed admiration and love for him, reinforcing the strength of their bond. Suggesting that jealousy would undo years of shared struggle and triumph undermines the depth of their connection. This episode reflects a larger issue in the digital age: how a single clip, stripped of context, can spiral into a wildfire of assumptions. In K-pop especially, where every move is magnified, the line between reality and rumor often blurs. What this really means. In the end, perhaps the Switzerland rumor reveals less about BTS's internal dynamics and more about the fandom itself. Fans long for closeness, authenticity, and drama because it makes their idols feel human, relatable, and alive. The idea of Taehyung crying is powerful not because it is confirmed, but because it resonates with our own experiences of jealousy, loneliness, and fear of being left behind. Whether he shed tears or not, the lesson remains: BTS are more than icons. They are people navigating friendships, careers, and pressures few of us can imagine. And so the haunting question lingers, not because it is answered, but because it reflects something universal. Why do we cry when the ones we love seem to drift closer to others? Is it insecurity, fear, or simply the fragile nature of human connection? For Taehyung, Jungkook, Jimin, and BTS as a whole, the story will continue to unfold in ways no rumor can fully capture. But one truth stands unshakable. Behind the music, the laughter, and the Swiss scenery lies a bond built not on fleeting emotions, but on years of brotherhood, resilience, and love.